Okay, Islam Sheikh Dwayne Baffabe. It is August the 31st, 2025, and it's about 12 p.m. I'm at Crossman's Apartments. Imani and I just received Verizon box. Excuse me, Xfinity box. This is it right here. That's the ADT system. We had to get one of these in order to have it hooked up. Imani is about to hook it up. I have to harmonize with Whole Foods today from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. So I'm not going to be able to watch him or help him. When I say watch, help is when I can. So he's going to hook everything up. And they also have help where you can call them if need. So first he has to hook up the Xfinity Wi-Fi, which is needed in order to have the ADT. So that came today, the Xfinity Wi-Fi. We've had the ADT for a while, but there was reasons why. A lot of why I chose to wait. I just choose to wait and speak about that another time. Um, but right now, it's important for me to demonstrate that this is being done in our apartment at Crosswinds. We are still hearing feedback in the room, especially while Imani's taking a shower, Black Negro female accents. When I start to speak about or say a prayer about unclean spirits, then all of a sudden a Spanish speaking male accent may appear. Definitely some type of visual technology or science is being used to force engage the mind while we're asleep, because I see different visuals. It look like some type of Japanese or mixed Japanese, because very pale, unclean spirit females are definitely engaging. And there's been a new accent in and around the apartment of this since I started to experience of look like extremely pale Japanese or Asian female, one older possibly or younger, but definitely engaging. And I found that very, very odd here, here in Annapolis. Not here in Annapolis, but just odd in the sequence of this happening. So we definitely pale skin. Still hearing them say military 3 and so forth. 330 implying Freemason or whatever. So what we are doing is hooking up this information now, because what happens is when you're among lab experiments, transhumans that are connected to AI, humanoid AI, in other forms of lab experiments, and they keep saying paid as a program, they will do whatever it takes to demonstrate that they paid. So this is why so many have been sick for so long on this landmass from different diagnoses that came out of nowhere. Doctors were diagnosing patients with things that never existed in the past, because some of the doctors, or too many of them, knew that we are among lab experiments that can attack the mind and the inner organs, and in that have the spirit of bondage, as though they paid to do such things to people or inhabitants on this landmass. And this is globally this has been done. What's interesting is Annapolis is full of, has the United States Navy, Army, and other military branches, the police here. I keep using the word unnaturalized because they have to be unnaturalized, not all of them, definitely, for such behaviors and thoughts to be happening at night, because definitely at night is when they I hear a lot of the frequencies while we're trying to sleep, or I feel like a visuals, my mind is being forced engaging. Money making noise in his sleep, and definitely Spanish speaking accents and the Black Negro accents are more prevalent. Not saying pale skin, but this is what I have experienced for years. And with the United States Navy, Army, and other military branches being prevalent, whether they're unnaturalized or naturalized. Naturalized means they have a firm to uphold laws of freedom, a firm to uphold all true amendments and articles of the Constitution. So in that means that they will defend the rights of the people and Moors to reclaim their actual freedom, and demonstrate themselves in the constitutional fold that the preamble speaks about. But for this to be happening in a small city like Annapolis with AI is so bold and abundant in doing harmful acts and behavior. Not only that, lab experiments, and they obviously some form of sexual rituals with these lab experiments, like whether they are able to control machinery, the lab experiments, birdmen, they think some think they're werewolves and so forth physically. Okay, this is not spiritually thinking you're a wolf. Physically, we are among those, whether they're immigrants from South Central America, Mexico, or homegrown, physically thinking that they are a wolf or a werewolf and behaving in such manner, not in a spiritual manner where you see different forms of a wolf that is a protectorate of maybe whatever being as an indigenous being you are, or a touching more, which I am. I'm using this thought. We as a touching more, we connect with different aspects of animals and nature. But here in Annapolis, we have animals who actually go to the next route. And the fact that we are among AI birds, that's probably why, because if you can make a bird that be AI and be engaged your thoughts, then you definitely can put beast DNA in humans, or supposed to be humans. So so there's obviously some type of sexual ritual that Annapolis, not all residents, not all people here in Annapolis, but one is way too many, have been having sex with these lab freaks. And these lab freaks have gotten used to having sex with kids and so forth, not all kids. And that's why they're stalking the apartment. Because and then they say 3 and Freemason is, in order for you to maintain employment, you got to lay down with the lab freak, whether it's a black and Negro, female and male lab freak, unclean spirit, probably has some form of ape or gorilla DNA in it. That these thoughts did not come from nowhere. Or it could be Spanish-speaking immigrants, illegal, from South Central America, Mexico. I find it interesting how I came across El Salvador for the first time in my life here and experiencing such things. But not saying all of that are from El Salvador or involved in a lab freak. I always say this, don't say all. But the fact is that we are experiencing evidence, things that has been proven with the military, a United States government here, the mayor of Maryland. He has to know what's been going on. Now, that's shameful. But if he has not been naturalized, affirmed, or taken an oath to uphold true laws of freedom, why would he care? He's in the mix too. Okay.